you see some people taking it serious, like Chaz.
Oh,
But
a little bit of quiet. Oh, a little bit of quiet.
fake.
Oh, okay.
What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. We made it to the end. It's the Ready to Love reunion, part 2. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into it, child. Tommy said farewell, good riddance, and have a nice life to that lady Alexis after she acted a fool down here to the sofa. Had to have security called and everything. So hopefully they got this lady an Uber because she said she was tipsy. So I'm hoping she didn't like roll out, driving herself. Anyway, I'm not sure why we're spending so much time entertaining Glenn and his foolishness. I don't want to. Bye, Glenn. Fuck out of here. That's it. So, Pretty Patricia and Damonte were eliminated first, and clearly they were eliminated from the actual reunion. So, Owen gave them a little snippet down to the YouTube channel. You know what happened? Because Pretty Patricia went and did an interview, and then she decided that she was going to say how she just didn't need this place. I don't have to be here. You people just get on my nerves. That's why I be leveling up on y'all all the time. Then she laughed a lot. Yeah. Pretty Patricia, your attitude is kind of stank. So, I mean, I don't know what it's like in person, but in the interviews and things, you just come across a little stank. So I'm guessing when it was time to vote people off, although she says she has receipts, if you want to see her interview, she ran on over there to Kojo and he obliterated her ass without even really doing anything. Feels like she obliterated herself. I'm just saying, when we seen Pretty Patricia, we were like, she's cute. She seems nice. And then she got over there doing her interview. And see, when you're the first one to go on the show, obviously we don't get to know a lot about you. You left an impression of, she's nice, Then you went over there, did your after show interview and talked about how you don't care about this place. You don't like these people anyway. And you leveled up on them time you were birthed out of your mother's womb. I'm just saying. So I'm guessing the production just cut your ass out of the reunion. Well, here we are over here. Pretty Patricia. Tommy asked her, do you see anybody, on this side that on the first half that you might have wanted to go out with? Nope. Nope. Based on what I see, I didn't miss out anything over there. Anybody from your side, from your mixer? Well, there's Chaz. Are you for real, Pretty Patricia?
The process to find love is a marathon, not a sprint. But unfortunately, a few of our singles barely made it out of the starting blocks and were eliminated early. How you doing down there?
Amazing.
Since the mixer that you attended only had 4 men, is there someone from the other mixer that you wish you could have mingled with?
No.
No?
Not
No?
from what I've seen, no.
Not after what you saw?
Yeah, no.
Anybody from your mix that you wish you had more time with?
Chaz, maybe?
Did you guys get to chop it up at all?
Not after everything.
So what would you change if you could go back and do this process again?
I don't think I would change anything.
Look here, girl. Chaz put me in charge of the list. Now, I'm going to pencil you in at the bottom. That means I could give you no promises about what's going to happen over there. Chaz apparently has a fiance who allowed him to come over here and see about this process. Go ahead and fill it out and things. And, if nothing works out over there, then he could come back. Something like that. I'm not really clear on the details of that, but I do know the lady gave him permission to come over there. So there isn't any crossover because, y'all niggas really love a good crossover. Y'all love a good get a new girlfriend before you get rid of the last one type situation. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fiance gave Chaz permission to come over here and engage in the process. Best I can do for you is put your name on the list and then see if he can get a hall pass, a permission slip or something. That's all I'll be able to do about that. Aside from that, aside from Pretty Patricia not really needing nothing over here except for one more shot with Chaz, she's good. She's out in these streets. She's dating and hasn't landed on anything yet. And she loved her a good blue dress. I would recommend, Patricia, you should have came different. You know what I'm saying? You have this beautiful skin and you could wear just about any color you want. And you're tall, you said. I just wish you would. Now I feel like you have the same blue dress on we seen you the first time. And I feel like I know you have other dresses. Jesus, if you're going to be Pretty Patricia, then, I mean, not that you didn't show up pretty, but I just wish you had wore something else. That's all. Anyway, Damonte. Damonte was the first man to go home. Hey, Damonte, I'm so glad you're here. Let's get into it. It just wasn't a match for anybody over there. Somebody who was it? Mika? Mika just said he looked like the soldier from the Nutcracker. I didn't find it to be the soldier of Nutcracker. I think Damonte likes fashion. I think that's very dope. I think Damonte is a school teacher. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. He was a school teacher. But he came over here being a child. Let's talk about it. So he did this interview with my girl Shayna, right? And it was a really good interview. If you would like to get a chance to know him a little bit better, go check it out, because this is the thing. Pretty Patricia says she ain't got shit to do over here. She don't really fuck with y'all like that, and so it is what it is, and she's a very serious person who came over to find love. It wasn't over here, so she's out of here. Now, she likes making an appearance every now and then, but we're done with her. We're over here with Damonte now, who is an inspiring fashion designer. I love that. I don't really care about like what Mika had to say about his suit, because if you go be in this thing over here called fashion, show up. You know what I'm saying? However, I will say, Damonte, I've seen much nicer suits on you than the one you chose for the reunion.
What's going on, Doc?
You look good, by the way.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. Have you ever been compared to the Nutcracker?
I have never been compared to a cartoon character or action figure or things of that. So there's a acquired taste for everybody.
Right.
So in regards to that statement, I wasn't intimidated. In fact, it probably made me put together something more crazier. Just for them.
If the hat is your signature thing, then I mean, go with it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't wear a hat. And if you're gonna go with that, a little bit like I said with Patricia, change the hat. Like, change it at least. I feel like I keep seeing you in the same hat. Yeah, he be out here. He was at New York Fashion Week, which I find to be a good thing. So let's just back it up a little bit. So he was over here doing his interview, and he has a very long resume.
So everybody knows where to look for you in case they need some fashions. Okay.
Oh yeah, not only am I'm a fashion stylist, but I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer, I'm a published book author. Yeah.
Okay, jack of all trades then.
Basically, you can find my book on Amazon too. Don't be afraid to show the world your signature look.
Now, I would say, I know you didn't ask for my advice, but listen, I've been here on this earth for a long time, and I feel like sometimes it's just better to share knowledge than to try to keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on you. I'm saying run it, but just tweak it a little bit. Your resume, it's very long. It's very, very long. It's very long. And it ain't really saying a whole lot. Like, I feel like you don't need to talk about your, your high school and your small town. And, there's people that do resumes. I say, just go ahead and let somebody do that for you. That's a small thing. Your, what do you call it? Skills and achievements. Run with that. Those go a long way with what you're trying to do. It's just long. So,
Things of that nature. Do you do the you design, like you cut the clothes, you
No, I
pick
don't sew. I don't sew. I just have an eye. I orchestrate how I want it to be done.
okay.
Now, prior to me, this particular New York Fashion Week, I'm a fashion stylist. So I've put together over 700 different combinations, including clients and models, over the years. So
you don't sew. That's okay. You don't have to, but you should learn to, even if you don't plan to. It just helps you. What did you say? Orchestrate or whatever it is you be doing over there. You know, it helps you orchestrate and all of that thing. It makes you better at your craft. The credit situation.
And from what we saw, she also thought you had bad credit, but you said that's not how it went. So,
nope, at all.
okay, explain that a little bit because that's
Well,
how it looked to me.
so here's the thing. I'm from the hood. I'm from Oak Cliff, Texas. It was 7 of us in a 1 bedroom. My granny was the candy house. My mom was a single parent. I didn't have it easy growing up in the hood. I mean, in that position, I didn't come from a 2 parent household. So when you have to work for everything you probably can stereotype where he ain't got his. I know where he came from, Southwind Apartments, and they shooting every night and blah blah blah. You know, that's where I came from. So when you start adding all those characteristics, what you see me in high school, and then trying to correlate where you at as a person, of course that credit part gonna stick out of your head. Well, I know he came from here, and I know he probably wouldn't coast on this. Not seeing what I've accomplished over the years, and this is a different man.
So, and I know you said your background probably played a part in it. She actually knows you prior to the show.
Right.
What, because you said you were like working on some things. What are you working on at the moment with that like cause for? Because she said it again in deliberation. What did you
Um,
say that you were working on that caused like that mix up? Because it really came
man,
out on the show for your story.
I was working on another fashion show, my 5 year anniversary, my eighth fashion show that I had built. I was working on doing I was getting ready to do another book release party. So when I say working, I was working on different projects. I was working on a play that I had wrote. So it was different facets of my empire that I had built. When I say I was working on different projects, I kind of summarized it. I didn't want to just be talking about one specific thing because then there's layers to my business.
I mean, you do a lot of shit. I don't know. I don't know. You know, are you a fashion designer? I'm not going to run off that long list of things that you said you'd be doing. So, I mean, focus. You're going to need to focus a little bit. I think going to Fashion Week was a very smart investment. I think a commercial with Rolls Royces and, you know, champagne bottles and private jets, that's silly. You could have invested in something a little bit better, like a business course. Because last time I talked about you, Damonte, your website like wasn't selling anything. There wasn't nothing to show there. I couldn't book anything. There's a bunch of online and options, but nothing really you can do except buy a ticket for a fashion show that maybe in October. I don't know. If I click on shop, it says 0 products. No products here yet. In the meanwhile, you can choose a different category and continue shopping. How? I can't. Maybe I can buy fashion show tickets. Can you buy fashion show tickets? Nope, not for that show. It's over. So the show that he keeps talking about, New York Fashion Week show, those tickets aren't there. What else? Book online. Let's book something. These are the services. Wardrobe styling, starting at $200. Request to book, can't do it. So this time there's products. Last time there was 0 products. This time there's products. You can get the Hey Mr. suit 2024. I mean, I'm not going to critique it. That's not what I'm here for. Can you get it? Can you buy it? How much is it? Hey Mr. is $300, $500. Hey, mister, it's $500. If you want to purchase it, let's run it. I'll take one. I don't know what size it is. That's not an option. Maybe you need to work on adding sizes. So, suit for who? Are they custom made? I have questions. Add it to the cart. $500. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. Can't accept online orders right now. Not for anything. Let's try another one. Okay, this dress is called the Diva. It's $300. There's no size, and I'm not gonna click on it because it's gonna tell me it's not taking online orders right now. But at least you can see what the dress looks like. Determine for yourself. I would say the website is kind of challenging to navigate or find. You don't have the link in your Instagram page, which is probably where most people will want to click on it. And doesn't matter because you can't buy it. This is the Sleek 2024. It's $300. I would say, and who am I? Work on your website. Work on, I don't know how what your manufacturing and all of that stuff is. It seems like you need to get some more information before you out here calling yourself world renowned and sought out after. You know what you need to do? There's like 4 or 5 different fashion TV shows. You're over here on this reality show. Put that on your resume. Absolutely. And then Project Runway or the next whatever on what is it, Netflix? There's some fashion competition shows out here. Go do that or try to do that. I would say being over here on Ready to Love definitely put you in a position to maybe get on to the next thing. So, there's that. That's all I got. I don't know this man. He don't know me. And I don't have no reason. He doesn't have any reason to be listening to anything I have to say. But, if you're going to do it, do it. This would have been a great opportunity for you to, maybe it still is. Hopefully it still is if you pay attention. Y'all over here, the crew over here, LaRon, Chaz, Alonzo. Did you style Alonzo? Or did he do that himself? I'm not laughing, because honestly, I didn't hate it. I hated other things worse, honestly, than I hated Alonzo's suit. And he kind of is a character. So would you expect anything less? You know what I'm saying? It just kind of, some people can do things like that and other people's cannot. And I think both Damonte, and Alonzo are both 2 people that can, do that quirky shit. Lamar and April, they still hate each other, clearly. Listen, you two are quite a pair.
Who are you just not feeling? April.
She was one that was very aggressive. Congratulations for getting a doctorate.
So she gave you all that resume?
I got the whole thing, man. I can hire her right now. So my thing is,
hey, you on fire.
I'm just saying. You ain't ready to love.
Maybe they're not ready for me. I'm absolutely ready to love. I'm not ready to love no bum dude like you.
Golly.
So April, do you think you were misunderstood?
Absolutely. Lamar said I literally ran down my entire resume. I don't lead with credentials. I don't lead with what I wear, what I drive, where I live. Like, I'm a very genuine, authentic person, and I am still very ready to love.
Let me ask you this. What would you do differently now about your approach to this whole journey?
I don't think I would change anything because I present it as my...
Come on now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should right.
April, stay right here.
I'm very secure in who I am. So would I change anything about me entering this process? No, because I genuinely came into this process wanting to find love. But does that change my perspective and outlook on still pursuing love? It does not, because I know it's there.
Okay. She's still living her best life.
Mm-hmm. If you're just not my person, you're not my person.
Thank you.
Now I will throw some shade.
Oh, hell.
And you
I
did
will.
throw shade.
And I will do it again.
Look at Dominique. If I'm the bum,
Yes.
you should have called me a bum in my face.
Bum.
Oh. Yeah, I ain't no bum. So here's the thing. I just said that you gave a lot about your resume, but you called someone a bum. There was not one bum in this studio and ain't one bum on this cast.
That's true. That's true.
But before we got to that, and you guys were sitting at the table, what I caught that seemed to be a hiccup was how long were you in your last relationship? I mean, that's a common question to ask somebody, right?
I don't like so many direct questions so fast, and maybe that was me. So I would change some things if I did it again. If I probably would have answered the question at the time. But you don't talk about people.
If it doesn't work, it don't work. But let's let it not work with respect.
Correct. But we are also going to acknowledge the disrespect that was thrown here as well. He was like, "Oh, you're dismissed," and yelled at me as I walked off. So you're fueling the fire.
No, I didn't. I dismissed you and I walked away.
You dismissed me? You don't even have teeth on the side.
Oh, you gonna do that?
Oh man.
Buy me one.
No, get your mama to buy you one. That's who you stay with.
Oh.
She said your mama? Dang, she said about the mama. Don't come for me.
Are you serious?
Unless I sent for
I
you.
stay with
Don't do
my mama.
that.
This is what we doing, Tommy?
No, we're not.
We're not doing that.
Now she called out the man having like a missing tooth, and I was like, I did the same thing. I think he thinks he's a player. He's not, and he's also missing a tooth. Hello. Anyway, so I can't be mad at her about that. But April, if you're gonna be calling people's flaws out, girl, better get your edges together. And that's the last time I'm gonna bring that up. Anyway. He said, "Are we doing that?" Yep, we doing that. Do you live with your mama?
You say you love me, lady. Girl, I hope you do. Only you can save me. My life, it was you. Kiss me, drive me.
Lamar is just a little horny toad running around talking about sex all day long to everyone, all these girls, and it's off-putting. And I don't know if you know it or don't know it. I don't know many people that want to put up with it. Now, if somebody's telling you to, stop doing that, and you're like, "I'm just outside the box and I'm just very transparent," well, then expect them to not want to talk to you, because I know how they're doing all that. Toads are different from frogs. But don't kiss either one of them. And Prince Charming is a motherfucker. He's still a frog. He just is good looking. Unless you're talking about Trevor Lawrence, and then, well, he's not a frog. And I'm going to leave it there. Lamar said he's not changing. And, Lamar had 2 wives. So there's, maybe that's the problem. Why, if Lamar is going to be running around being a horny little toad, then you need to find like the kind of woman that would match up with him. Clearly they are. He's been married twice. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I could probably find somebody like, I could see Lamar like with.
Cash make the coochie go.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the print. But a Cadillac and gas money spent will cause a whole lot of bitches jumping shit.
Matter of fact, I think I could pick for Lamar and Damonte. Damonte said he wanted a tall, light-skinned woman, older, more mature woman. And that might be what he needs, because he needs somebody to help him organize. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he needs somebody maybe that's more business-oriented. And this is the thing. It's very difficult to be a creative. But then he said he worked for mortgages, and still there's so many things on his resume. I just don't know. I think he wouldn't a mortgage person need to be good with numbers? I don't know. Maybe he just needs this, light complected, tall woman that's a little more mature. That's his type. That's what he said. So I found him someone, and yeah, and Lamar too. Just think about it. For those of y'all that know, shit. Jonathan, don't really want to spend a whole lot of time here. Jonathan ain't really got very much personality that I could see, that I have seen, although he thinks he's the life of the party, like somebody told him that, he needed to turn the party up, and we see how that turned out. So let's just start here. Jonathan and the ex-wife baby mama situation, which makes no sense at all, honestly. You come on a dating show. These are questions like, this is the second mixer, right? Where the two groups come together. So I guess it really kind of was a question answer type of situation. They speed dating. That's what you do. And if somebody calls your ex a baby mama, like, I think that Mika was absolutely projecting, but not in a, it is what it is. I'm not going to defend it. I'm not, you don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, it wasn't that serious. And the weird part is that you just didn't say, well, I mean, she was my ex-wife. That would have just been so much easier, instead of you being so like elusive. Maybe it's because you're still spinning the block. I don't care how many times you say it, we still think it. Right when you said she's still trying to want to be with you. You got omitted you got eliminated for omission, and not telling the full truth. And, you should have said wife, and you're kind of closed off. And that's what the people said. That's not why you should have got eliminated. You should have got eliminated because you can't keep your hands to yourself. Apparently, you're a cue that gets a little oily. And when you get a little oily, you get a little aggressive and handsy. Remember?
I want you to pick your strongest connection, and I want you to whisper some sweet nothings in the air.
Okay.
I had enough drinks already as it was. I just decided to get up and make some type of noise within the building.
Somebody better call 911.
Is it?
What is happening?
This is extremely uncomfortable. I didn't realize he felt this strongly, and this is just a totally awkward situation.
It's a lot. Can we
And the irritating thing about it is, even though you said you're sorry here and in other platforms I've seen you over there doing interviews on, you were talking about how and trying to keep shit light. It's not light. If I bent your ass over and told you to just go with it, you might like it. I'm just saying. Because y'all went straight into sucking toes, like we weren't just talking about something that's kind of creepy, Jonathan. We're just going to give him permission. We're going to let him get away with, and I'm not saying anything should happen. I'm saying maybe your saucy ass should at least be a little more humble when you're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Stop acting like it's just a no big deal and ha ha ha. And when I get a little bit of drink in me, that shouldn't happen. So he sucks toes. And I could give a shit. I'm not going to sit here have another conversation about toe sucking and Jonathan. Heels, though. Heels makes Chazzy saucy. What the hell does that mean? Ladies, unfortunately, you're going to have to grab your heels and take them back home. Because there's somebody over here that has her heels parked in Chazzy's closet. Patricia, keep your heels in the car. I didn't get a permission slip signed yet, but as soon as I, get it, I'll let you know. I think this list should be wrapped around a stick of dynamite. So this whole fairy tale of Chaz and Vanessa went so left, I got my head spinning, quite honestly. What the hell was y'all even doing? You know what I mean? I would like to know the real story because it seems to be a whole lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? Him and Rashida were a top connection. I don't, it ain't work out. Everybody went their separate ways. Him and Patrice were a top connection, like real fast down to the bottom of the list. And seemingly they get along just fine. But this Vanessa and Chaz over here have a very, what does she call it? Tumultuous relationship happening over here for two people that didn't really care that much in the first place. Maybe I'll get my romance novel after all. Work with me, Chaz. I know you got some good ones over there. Write them down, put them in a book. We'll decide which ones we want to use. When he first met her, very first met her, she told him that she could never love or like his dog. And I'm like, well, what you keep bringing her back around there for, Chaz? You was bringing her 2 bouquets of flowers whenever you was only bringing other people 1 bouquet of flowers. You was bringing her petrified flowers, but that's different. I'm talking about how when you liked her, how you were doing all these things. Y'all were down to the parking lot, tonguing each other down. Vanessa, this came out of your mouth. He said, would you have a man around your children that said they couldn't love them? And people got mad, Chad. People are mad at you for saying that. Listen, I love my dog. Not anywhere near as much as I love my children. It's not even the same conversation. However, if I met someone that told me right straight out the gate, I will never love your dog, he's probably just not going to get to come back. I'm just saying. Thankfully, I don't have that to worry about. I'm just saying, though, this decision would have been made then. But no, y'all want to keep, tangling in things. Now look at you. You're all tangled up. Vanessa said your petrified flower did not hit like how you thought it was supposed to hit. And it did not. I'm not jumping off of that bridge with you. You brought that petrified flower over here. You're going to take that one you don't have to be by yourself. Alonzo's coming. Alonzo said he's here for it. He understands that it was not dramatic and it was actually very poetic. Did you explain to him the meaning of it? It just seems like so much energy to be putting into a situation that's not even a situation. You call that lady a narcissist? And I said, here we go with the bullshit. Because personally, I'm not qualified to speak on any such narcissist or none of that. I learned about narcissism on TikTok. And I'm pretty sure that's not the university of where it should be discussing those kind of things. I think it's mean. I don't like it. And if I think it's mean, I'm going to call you out on it. And that was mean. I seen her over there with her friend talking about her, history with, she got a story. Child was torturous to get through though. Whew, Vanessa, it was a lot, girl. You and your friend are hard to, anyway. You called her a narcissist and she's still sitting there being all poised and you're doing too much. So I don't be mean. You said your petrified flower was not that deep. And I was like, it is deep. It's symbolic and poetic even. So Chaz is an Aquarius. And when I tell you I was dying to find out that information, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like I can assess a situation a little more clearly when this information is provided for me. So Aquarius, they have extreme moods. They're either black or white. There's no gray area for them. Well, sometimes the area is kind of gray. So I'm just saying. An Aquarius might be very close or completely detached. For them, it's always about investing time for their own best interest. And I was like, you know what? When you were down to the lakefront, you told that lady that she was over here only thinking about her own interests. And it's right there in writing that that's kind of in your nature. I wonder, child, Y'all are like starting to mirror each other. It's crazy. Don't shoot the messenger. Just making an observation. I'm just making an observation. So Chaz is engaged to this lady that he met before the process. She gave him a hall pass. She told him to come over here and explore these connections. And when he got over here, he was very connected to several people, but at the end, he wasn't connected to anyone. So he decided, why not? And I was like, why not?
Your little plan worked.
What are you talking about, Martin?
Gina, please, here, sit. Okay, baby? You plotted and you schemed and clank, clank. You finally got me, Gina. Okay, fine. Gina, I will marry you. Damn. I mean, are you happy now?
Well, I hope that's really not how you said it, for goodness sakes. I'm just feel like there's, all this poetic symbolism and things you got over there in your artillery of Chazisms. Vanessa don't care. She says she's been dating Dominique the whole time. So since the beginning, he was down to the DMs being creepy. So what are we doing here? Don't make no damn sense. I don't know. I have a feeling like I just need more. I need more. Now I'm kind of nosy. I would just like to know like what made it so, difficult to just be like, bye, y'all. LeBron and the pop-off. Tommy said, Coach Shea was like your very like close connection in the beginning. Nah, I wouldn't say that. You was popping off.
Tell LeBron what just happened didn't even need to happen.
Listen, I don't want to upset you.
Well, you already did. That whole show you did with Maya.
Assassinating my character.
Okay. I'm not going to fight someone to believe me when I'm telling my truth.
You don't tell me I'm your #1 connection. I ain't chit chat with every man. That.
Whatever you want to put on me, I accept it.
I'm not putting anything on you. I'm just trying to talk to you.
You're not. You're talking at me. And I will just sit here and sulk in my misunderstanding and let you chastise me.
What are you talking about?
Come on, bro.
Bro,
She's upset, man. You gonna sit there?
what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, Coach Ian?
I'm good, LeBron.
All right, if she done, I'm done. I'm not gonna beg. No,
Can I
no.
talk?
Man,
I talk to you.
I'm not gonna beg nobody, bro.
Come on, bro. You gonna leave? You walking away from the table is you closing up yourself.
She'll come find me when she need me.
This is too much for me.
I don't give a damn.
How do I treat people this way?
She said he acted fool down to the pool party. And you was like, yeah, you acknowledge that you did act a fool down to the pool party. But then you try to justify your bad behavior because you said she was moving around messing with some dude. You were messing with that dude. And I was like, what dude? She was messing with some dude? Tommy say who? He was like, Chaz. Of course she was messing. What you mean messing? Choked or snatched? She's the one that said he knew. She said he knew all about whether or not she liked to be choked or snatched. I'm not making it up. LeBron, remember when we had this discussion about how we're not going to be over here being possessive over our connections, even if somebody else is all up in their face?
I just want to point out a few behaviors that I've been seeing. We need to nip this in the bud. Nobody's married to anybody in here, right? So no more getting salty if you see somebody talking to your connection. Like, none of that. Next, there should not be any secret alliances going on. People telling people who to eliminate. People telling people who to save based off of, whatever situation you got going on. This is all basically about connections, right?
Thought that's what we decided. Chaz said they were not dating. He has enough on his plate. He wouldn't have time for any of that. Who is the chef? Is the chef William? I think that was on his resume. Not Will.I.am, but William. Y'all didn't have no chef because you kept saying the whole time you were hungry. Who's the chef, Koshia? Is Hinge like Tinder, like swipe to the left and swipe to the right? I never heard of Hinge. Child. I don't be out here in these streets. That's LeBron be out in these streets. He like go in the streets and come in the house and go in the streets and come in the house. Because she is like, everything he's been bringing up has nothing to do with nothing. And it doesn't, because she was over here in the process. And you just met this lady. And I told you in the first place when she was over there leaning in that you better be careful. But here you are, popping off down to the pajama party. Ron's like, it doesn't even matter, because I chose Maya. You did. And then she said she dumped you. So where you at? Back in these streets. For a few weeks.
It's all downhill from here.
So the group chat of it all. Who started the group chats? Well, Mika started one and LaRon started one. And they're best friends. Y'all is like the new Dallas. Okay, so Mika and LaRon are best friends. They met, at the first mixer. By the second mixer, when everybody met everybody, then, they were down planning, dinners. So Mika and LaRon were leading the pack like from the very beginning. This is just kind of how I'm assessing the situation, the whole group chat situation of it. I mean, why did they do it? To expose people. We're going to see like who's for real here for love and who's trying to play. I don't know what's going on with with LaRon and Will.I.am. They shall be competing with each other. This slushy is so full of strawberries, I can't agree. Tastes good though. So Will.I.am and Alexis, they took the bait. They went straight to business. They was down to the group chat with screenshots and Hunger Games. And Will.I.am said Mika and Koshia were over there trying to get all the niggas with the swag out. I don't know what that means or who brought the swag, but it wasn't over there with you. They asked William, not Will.I.am, other William. He's not trying to talk about it. He doesn't want to discuss it. He doesn't want to have any other mention of him in them daggum group chat. Because the last time he got himself involved in that, he got kicked off the show.
There should not be any secret alliances going on. People telling people who to eliminate. People telling people who to save based off of, whatever situation you got going on. This is all basically about connections, right? To be honest, the reason why I held the meeting is because William was part of the conspiracy to eliminate Mika and Koshia.
Which one of these ladies just isn't ready to love?
Mika today.
Koshia is dope. Like, not necessarily dating-wise.
In a romantic way.
Yeah.
Koshia, I don't think we share the same values.
I thought we got rid of that with Will and Alexis. I just wanted to clear the air and make sure we had some set guidelines. And that's it.
Was there an alliance or something going on?
I wouldn't say alliance. So
What's
look,
up?
who's in a group chat? Hold on. It started with Will. He decided that Mika and Koshia had to go. He worked with Dom, William.
Whoa.
Y'all were a part of that conspiracy.
No.
That's
Because
why I flipped out. I don't know if y'all
question
saw
that
me.
was asked.
I have the messages, bro. You cannot sit there and tell me that it didn't happen when I literally have the messages.
No,
where it
because
says, I'm getting LeBron's fiance out. Cole has to go.
I didn't say
That
that.
was in text messages?
Yes.
No.
He ain't playing with y'all no more. too late now. Everybody's exposed. LeBron that pulled out the text messages with Will I Am over here saying, what was he over there saying? Something about trying to get people out and picking people with swag, and he got an inside. He was over there talking about he got an inside girl. Not an inside girl. Tommy was like, if y'all wasn't over here doing all this game playing, you might have been able to like go a little farther. And I was like, no, they weren't, because these ladies got over here and was like, no. Pretty Patricia says even though she got kicked off, she didn't see nothing over there she wanted. Who else? Alexis, she said by the second brunch, she already knew wasn't nothing over there for her. Mika said she wasn't opening up to nobody over here that she didn't have any type of interest in. So, she never made it to the bottom. You know why? Because she started the group chat. That's why. She was the administrator. Damonte wasn't even in the group chat. He was the only person from the first day that they didn't even, when did y'all start the group chat? They didn't even worry about including him because he was already gone. April's pissed off because she came here for love. She didn't come here for that. I don't know. I feel like everybody went. There wasn't any love. I don't know. There was only entertainment because they was over here playing games. So how does that work? So, you know what I'm saying? If they come in and there's nobody there that, really like be feeling like that. And so you should then go home. Then what if everybody goes home? There won't be a show. You got to play the game. I'm just saying. Now, I think there's like some things that can be put into play as far as alliances are concerned. I think that nobody should know when eliminations are happening. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to happen every week. It's just to be a surprise, and it should not be men, women, men, women, men. There's ways around to figure out, like, because the only way to have a real alliance with somebody is to build a relationship. Listen, I don't work here. I'm just here to talk about what I saw. Justin and Mika, the only couple that made it to the end. I don't know if they're still together. They're not Instagram official. Maybe they had to wait until after the reunion. I don't know. I think they liked each other. At least they did while the reunion was happening. I think the one thing about the two of them, Mika did come in, like I said, refusing to, be pretending to be in no connection with any of these guys. That in the beginning they were saying she was closed off, and we said the same thing. She wasn't giving, and then Justin came, splashing that smile. And we was like, she said she wanted to be somebody's rich wife and have no children. And so the PE teacher is not going to, steal her heart. Next thing you know, she talking about, we and Justin, we talk every day. And, that just goes to show you, if you really start having feelings for someone, you can change your thought process a little, where love is involved. So they said it's love. I hope it's love. I love love. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but none of us do. So shoot, ain't nothing to do but to go see. She says she likes his dog. Oh shit, that was funny. So we're gonna wrap that thing on up. You know what's funny? You know who I haven't talked about? Dominic. Dominic Vanessa's man. I mean, child. He wasn't even hard to hear. Whatever him and Vanessa had going on had to be, over there behind the scenes. Will I Am says he has a nice lady that he's kicking it with, and another girl that he's talking to. Well, if y'all didn't know before, y'all know now. I guess you just have to figure out which one of you is the nice lady and which one of you is the other girl. And I'm guessing you know who you are. William is starting to, make this comeback. I don't know what he's coming back from. He wants to take Patrice to the fair. And he said they've been solid since brunch. And I was like, you and Patrice been solid since brunch. But the last time we seen Patrice, she was dumping your ass down to the vacation house so she can be on Chaz's list. Because he has a house and he's already set up for a wife. And she doesn't want to be anybody's girlfriend. She wants to be a wife. So, what's up with that couch? And Patrice, if you and William been solid since the brunch, why are you over here taking lunch meetings with Pandora's box that you met around over at Alonzo's apartment? As of this morning, LeBron is still in love with Maya. Maya says the door is open. Maya, close the daggone door. Nobody gonna tell you that no more.
The door is closed. The door is closed. The door is closed.
Jesus. LeBron is not a frog. We're not going to call him that. But he's definitely the Joker. And unless you're Harley Quinn, then, you need to go ahead and close the daggone door. Because he's still over here popping off somewhere. He got a ways to go. And turn up that romantic music. This is not the end of a love story. This ain't cute. Maya's cute. LeBron is cute. Together, that shit's not... No. Close the door. Next stop, Philly. I don't know anything about Philly. What I do know is I would like to have a few requests for Philly. Y'all do such a terrible job with their job descriptions, and we don't know what they do in the first place. So instead of job descriptions, can y'all just put their zodiac signs under the picture? I think I could do much more with that. I could find out where they work later, and not every one of them, but several of them, William, Damonte, Lamar, y'all all have jobs that are different than the one listed on your, on your little profile picture for the Ready to Love cast page. Yes, just put everybody's zodiac sign under there. I know for me personally, I'll be able to assess the situation a little bit more clearly. I would like for nobody to use the word vulnerable or transparent. Don't do it. Don't be over here on the Ready to Love set being vulnerable or transparent with anyone, because you might just find your ass taking home a petrified flower or being cussed out by someone on the truth tequila. Could happen. I'm just saying. Please keep the group text. I like the group text. So boy leader, girl leader, whoever's going to be in charge and administrative over there, please make sure that when we get to the mixer, somebody please start a group text, because that's where the shit be popping off at. Don't come over here pretending like you didn't know that you never seen the show before and production is doing silly things with the edits, because you've seen the show before and we don't want to hear that shit anymore. And production be doing and playing with the edits. So good luck. Oh, shout out to Jamie. Most important, I can't stress this enough. Please bring snacks. Bring snacks. Whoever brings the best snacks might just end up down to the bridge, because nobody's going to want to eliminate you if you're making sure that they're fed. Didn't they say, if all of y'all traditional girls out there, that way to a man's heart is through his stomach? Well, if you want to be around for a little while, try bringing snacks. Water coolers, hook that thing up. Lists are very important. Now, be careful what list you find yourself on. Don't be on a list of trying to matrimony yourself to a man that you've only known for 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the ride, have a good time. You can get on the list down to the bar. LeBron, he throw a hell of a party. I don't know who's in charge of parties up there in Philly, but whoever's in charge of parties, that's definitely a list you want to be on. I don't know how y'all maneuver that throughout the course of the season, because nobody should be down to anywhere where there's alcohol served that's not on set. Let's keep it to like coffee shops and steak and cheese sandwich places. I had a good time this season. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to LeBron for being so supportive to me and my little bitty channel. And all this ain't bad list, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Chaz put me on a list and gave me my flowers. Say my name, nobody's around you. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, share the video, and we'll see you at Martha's Vineyard. Say my name, say my name.
Shout out to Just Rhonda 01.
Just Rhonda.
So much.
That's how I found like Just Rhonda. She's hilarious.
Just Rhonda. You finding people I ain't found. Who are these people?
Just Rhonda 01 is hilarious.
Mm-hmm. You about to put me on. I don't know Just Rhonda. Who
You
else?
need
Who
to
else
go
you
look
got?
her up. I mean, when I tell you I was rolling, I was like, this is hilarious.
Say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Say my name.